Hi, Tracy Hess, Zoned2BToned. We're back at Healthy Concepts, and we're here with Mr. Eric Frey. He's a member of the gym. We just saw his wife actually do the shoulder workout with me. Eric, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
You got to tell all my viewers how long you've been training for and your success story, please.
I was training, I've been training for 5 years. Previously, before that, I was 300 pounds. Actually 305. Now I'm 195. I was in shape before that, let myself go for 9 years, and it's been 5 years that I started back. So here I am now.
I am very happy that he wanted to do this with me because I think a lot of people know that when it comes to weight training, guys love training that upper body, them biceps and all that, but they never want to train their legs, and that's a big portion of balancing out the body. So Eric was going to be my model. He decided to do this with me, so I appreciate that today. Brave man.
That's right, that's right.
And we're basically going to show you the basics of what you can do on the floor, and of course as you get stronger you can promote your program with a trainer and it can push you a little bit more. So we're going to start off, Eric, with our leg extension machine.
Sure.
Have a seat. And we're going to correct things if we have to, so you'll know the proper form of how using the machine. Every gym has one of these machines, okay? So you're going to sit in there. You always want to make sure that there is no space between the back of your knee and the machine, so you want to be nice and tight in the pocket, so that's where your setting is going to be. And when you're here, you want to make sure that it's right where Eric has it, right below the shins, but before the ankles. If it's any higher, you may want to move this down according to your height. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, you're going to sit nice and tall, keep your abs nice and tight, and when you come all the way up, you're going to squeeze, which is your quads, and then you're going to come down slow, and always make sure that they do not touch. You're going to come back up again. You're going to squeeze those quads. How you feel, Eric? You're going to bring it down nice and slow. A nice trick with this machine is to start squeezing from your hip flexors, that some of us don't think we have, and then work it all the way down. See the muscle development, of course, in Eric's legs. Squeeze really hard and bring it all the way back. Make sure it doesn't touch. All the way up again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you always want to make sure you pull the toes back. That intensifies that squeeze in the quads. And you can bring it back. Eric, can you give me 4 more?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, give me 4. And you're going to add a little pace, a little rhythm to it. Here's your 3. And Eric's going to keep breathing as he moves it. 2, he's not going to hold his breath. And he's going to give me 1 more. And then there's your 1. And then you're going to take a break. In between every set, Eric jumps out. He stretches out his quads, which he wants to pull them back. Always make sure you hold on to something, though, because they may be wobbly. How you feel, Eric?
Good.
You're doing good. As you see, he's got great balance to his body. So this is really, really important. Guys, don't forget about your wheels, not your car. Okay? How you feel?
Good.
We're going to move on to the next one, Vince. If it's too soon for you to squat, we're going to take you to a safer machine, which is called a hack squat machine. Okay? This next machine is called a hack squat machine. Most gyms do have this also. You want to make sure that the level on the side of the machine is in and it's all the way down to the bottom to where you can't go up, so that you get a nice full stretch no matter who you are. Okay, this is really, really important. As you see, what we're going to position Eric's legs in, we're going to actually put Eric's legs corner to corner and turn his toes off like 5 minutes on a clock. Therefore, it's stimulating a squat standing while he's actually lying down. He's going to keep his glute muscles really, really tight before he decides to push this up. Eric, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Rep 1. It's all the way up. Squeeze really hard. And as Eric comes down, he's going to come down really slow. He's not going to free fall. And he's going to come back up, pushing through his heels, pushing his quad muscles out, keeping the legs tight as he comes down. As he goes back up, the legs remain tight, so you never let go. Otherwise, your lower back's going to kick in. How you doing, Eric? You okay?
Perfect, yeah.
Come down nice and slow. And you can always give yourself like a 2 counter. So we're going to have Eric actually come down for 2 and then go back up for 2. And then back up. And it gets you that rhythm, get you used to moving the legs at a slower pace. And bring her down. 1, 2. How you doing, Eric? Back up. 1, 2. And then bring her down. 1, 2. Now Eric's going to give me 4 singles, but controlled. 4. He's going to drop her down without touching. Back up. There's your 3. Breathe. Now, I know you can't see your sides, but you can feel. Give me 2 more. There's your 2. And 1 more. Great control, Eric. 1 more. Pushing through the heels. And 1. Make sure you always come down extremely slow, especially on the last rep, because your legs are tired. You just want to get it over with. So always make sure you ride down real slow, 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 slow. And relax. Oh, he wants to do more. Eric wants to just keep going. Okay, Eric, that's it. 1 more. Come on down and relax. Relax. And there's your last one. And Eric's going to come down and just relax. You're done. That's it. That's it. And relax. So you want to make sure, as you saw Eric, nice control, nice balance. He comes down slow so the spine doesn't get ruptured as you're coming down too fast. Eric, that was really good. Good job.
Good, thanks.
And you always want to take your time. When you're done with these machines, kind of hang out here for like 20 seconds, make sure your levels are good, and then roll out of the machine. Use your core. Ready? We're going to move on to the next exercise, which is really, really important. Eric, you're taking really, really good. The next exercise is called your hamstring curl. This is really, really important, especially for you guys and girls. It's because it gives you the tie-in from your glutes into your hamstrings. So you always want that little bubble before it hits your glutes. So this is how you achieve that, okay? I'm going to go over here. This is our next machine. Of course, you will see that you cannot miss this in the gym. It's called a leg curl machine for the hamstring that we just talked about. As you can see, some machines are flat, and you'll see some machines that have a little curvage to it. This is the best one because it supports your back and helps you keep your hips down. So Eric, we're gonna jump in, we're gonna demonstrate here, and then I can show you a version that things you do not do when you're using your leg curl machines. As you can see, Eric's got this level perfectly. It's not on his calves. Again, it's before his ankles and before his calves. Before Eric decides to curl, the first thing he's going to do, which is the biggest trick of keeping your hips down, is tighten the glute muscles and keep them tight the whole time you bring your heels to your glutes. You ready, Eric? I know you've been holding that. Okay, here we go. Ready? All the way up. Squeeze really hard, keep the glute muscles extremely tight, and then release her and come down. Same thing we did on the other machines. Eric can come up on 2 counts and then come down on 2 counts. So there's your 1 and your 2. Squeeze your glutes really tight and hamstrings, and then back down, 1, 2. Back up again, 1, 2. Pushing those hips down so that it helps keep these hips flat. How you doing, Eric? You okay?
Perfect, yeah.
And you're always going to keep your head up so that you can breathe, get that oxygen. You're going to exhale as those heels come to your glutes. Down for 2. You're doing good, Eric. Back up. 1, 2, and then bring her down. He's probably saying, I can't believe I'm doing this leg training with her. She's crazy. Ready? Up again. 1, 2, and we're gonna move it to a single now, Eric, but we're gonna control it. Ready? And there's our 1. We're gonna keep our head elevated nice and high. We're gonna come back up again, squeeze our glutes 2, and Eric's gonna give me 2 more. He's supposed to say, I can't wait to get out of this machine. There's your 3. You're doing good, Eric. And then give me 1 more all the way down, and last 1. And there's your 4. Eric, take a break. Excellent job. When you're done with, of course, a hamstring curl machine, you always want to come out of the machine, walk your feet hip width apart, drop your arms in the middle so you can get a good stretch in your hamstrings before you move on to your next exercise. You can do that, Eric, now before we do our walking lunges. So as you can see, these machines are very important, but these are basic machines that you can start with, and again, you'll work your way up to more of the more difficult exercises and machines. Good job, Eric. Okay.
Good.
We're going to move on
Finish with
now
our leg
to
curl
what we call
machine. Now the next
stationary
exercise we're going
lunge.
to do is called a stationary lunge. This is really, really important for good shaping in the legs, okay? Very difficult, and you have to be very, very careful with your form with this exercise. So Eric's going to demonstrate the first one. All he's going to do is bring his right leg forward, bring the left one behind him, okay? And as you see with a stationary lunge, you want to make sure that you don't push the knee forward. So he's dropping this knee straight down to the floor, pushing through more of his hip muscle and his glutes, and then back up. There you go. Down again. 2. And back up. Beautiful. Just going to try to do 10 on this side. Down and up. And you can always put your hands on your hips so you can look like you're keeping that good balance, good form. There's your 4. Nice and slow. Squeeze the glutes. Back down. 5. Tighten the glutes. How you doing, Eric?
Good.
And there's your 6. And see how his rhythm is and his pace is. There's your 7. Take your time. Squeeze it back up. And there's your 8. And give me 2 more. And there's your 9. You're doing good, Eric. And then give me 1 more. Good balance. And 10. And take a break. And as you can see, that is really, really good. Good form. As you can see, we are blessed with 2 legs. So Eric's going to switch up. I'm sorry, Eric. We're going to go to the
okay.
other side. Okay? Keep the chest nice and high. Abs are always in tight. And you're dropping the knees straight down to the floor. 1. And back up. And there's your 2. You're always trying to aim the other knee down to the floor. Take your time. 3, but don't let it touch it. Squeeze. Keep that glute muscle tight. 4. And as you can see, Eric is not coming forward. I'm counting. There's your 5. You want to come forward a little bit more with the body. Don't throw it back too much. 6. There you go. Stay in the pocket. Beautiful. Back down. 7. How you doing, Eric?
Perfect.
Squeeze really hard. Down. 8. Take your time and give me 2. There's your 9. And then give me 1 more. And there's your 10. Eric, perfect. Excellent. Good job. That's the first variety of a stationary lunge. Now, if you want to pick it up a little bit and give a little bit more intensity with the training, we're going to add on a walking lunge. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. Before you start with using dumbbells, you may want to do the walking lunges without them first. Make sure your legs are still strong, you got the balance, and then you can apply light weights and then work your way up. Okay? Eric, you're going to do the walking lunge without the dumbbells first. Unfortunately, he's got 2 sets. And then we're going to put the dumbbells in. It's going to show you the difference of intensity. Right? Hands are always going to be on your hips. Okay?
And when he takes that step, he's going to step and drop it straight down. Beautiful. And it's a walking lunge because you're not stopping and tapping, you're continuously walking. Beautiful. Good form, Eric. Continuously walking, abs are tight. Continuously walking, beautiful. Eric's going to turn around, take it back. That is beautiful. Try to always go through 10 steps first, then move yourself to 15 steps, and then go to 20 steps. And of course, when you're master, you go to 30. That is beautiful, Eric. Take your time, one step at a time, and say, one step for mankind. And two more. Chest up high, back tight. And then one more, Eric. Okay, and then now here's the other variety. We're doing the walking lunge now with the dumbbells. Remember, always start light and then work your way up, okay? That's the whole thing with walking lunge. You want to progress up to a certain kind of weight and be able to walk with certain steps. Eric's going to go 5. He's going to turn around and give me 5 more with the dumbbells in his hands. Ready? Form stays the same, Eric. Step, drop the knee to the floor, work out of the hip. Take your time. 2, excellent. Take your time. 3, beautiful, Eric. There's your 4. And then one more. And there's your 5. Eric's going to turn around, take it back, take a nice deep breath, Eric. Always make sure you're breathing when you're doing these exercises. Chest up high. Form is fabulous, Eric. I've never seen it done that gracefully. There's your 2. Excellent. Beautiful. See, guys, you can do this. Down there's your 4. And then Eric's got one more, chest up. And then there's your 5. Eric, excellent.
Good.
Good job, Eric. Okay. So there you are. Leg extension, hack squat, leg curl machine, stationary lunges, or if you feel comfortable enough and strong, walking lunges. That is your basic leg work, but I will tell you, you will get a good workout. Again, if you're trying to drop weight, 15 to 20 reps. If you're trying to gain size and muscles, 8 to 12. No more than that, or 8 to 10, whatever you feel comfortable at, and make sure always the weight is not a struggle, that you can control your weight and you can feel it and get a good pump and burn. And always 3 sets starting off, and you feel like you're getting more advanced, you can move it up to 4 sets. And of course, when you're done your training, you don't have to do this, so Eric, always make sure you follow it by a cardio session just to get the blood flow back into the legs for 15, 20 minutes on a treadmill or elliptical. Well, thank you, Eric. That's our leg portion from Healthy Concepts. We'll be right back with our back training. Tracy has.